Hi everyone. This cat, as soon as I get my camera out, she knows that I'm about to video and she needs to make her cameo appearance. Honestly, she's been laying over there sleeping. She saw me set up this tripod and here she is. So welcome to my channel. I am Paula and this portion of the video is going to be all about the cat, obviously, but really this portion of the video is going to be all about the cat. Portion of the video is going to be a coffee chat, but it is going to be sadly with just me. My hubby is not here today with me. He is up north. A lot of things have happened over the past couple of days. For those of you who have been following me, my aunt passed away. She was 92 years old. Okay. She was a huge fan and lover of Jesus, and she was just ready to go home. Her body was tired. She made it very clear that she just wanted to go to heaven. She just wanted to go to Jesus. Every time we would go to see her, she would say, "Pray that Jesus comes to get me." Every single time in those last couple of weeks of her she was in the hospital and then she went into hospice. She passed very peacefully, just in her sleep. My mom was there with her and she said she just literally stopped breathing and went to sleep. She was very peaceful. And so I am back home at our other house. For those of you who may not know, we have two houses in the state of Michigan. One house is here in southeastern Michigan. And this is the house that we raised our family in. We ended up finding a house up north, about 3 hours from here in northern Michigan, that we are going to retire at. It is a wonderful place on a lake and it is away from the city and we just love it so much. And we share a lot of that with you here on this channel. And so anyways, I came down here to be close to my mom and help her a little bit before we go down to the funeral. I am going to have a lot to talk about in the next few minutes. So if you don't want to hear all the chattiness, then you can scroll forward until you get to where I'm showing my meals, because that's what I'm going to be showing today. I do vlog style videos mostly, and I share what I eat on a low carb diet. And this way of eating, I've been eating this way for 3 years now, and a lot of health things have improved. I have improved my joint pain and migraines and hormones and a whole bunch of things. I have health update videos that I have done that just talk about all the things that I was going through before I started this way of eating and the way things have changed drastically. I'm sitting here on the couch right now with my legs folded up, and I never sat this way when I was in so much pain before. I couldn't get up off the floor. I just had a whole bunch of problems. So I'm just very thankful for this way of eating, and I like to share it with others, my experiences and what I eat and supplements that I take, activities that I do, our lifestyle as we are aging. Me and my husband are both in our 50s. We just, like to share our life with all of you, and we've come to really, really love all of you. We have a community that it's amazing. You all are amazing and very supportive, and we just appreciate you all, and we just like to share our lives with you. So that's mostly what this channel is about. So you could say low carb, healthy lifestyle over 50. Okay? All right. So first I want to just talk because I have been away from my husband. We talk on the phone, we FaceTime and stuff, but just being able to have some conversation, I just want to talk. And yesterday I had my 4 grandsons, and I had 3 of them the day before and overnight. Then the other one came over and joined us, and I just did kid talk. So I've had a couple people say, take as much time as you need because my aunt passed away. Take the time you need and we'll be here when you get back. But really, truly, and honestly, these videos, when I film these videos, they're very therapeutic for me. And just being able to talk and share things really helps me and helps me get through things. When my husband had his accident almost a year ago, can you believe it? I was able to make videos during that whole time, and it really helped me to cope. That's just my way of dealing with things. But if I feel like talking and sharing, I'm gonna definitely do it because it really helps me. And so anyways, let's get to what we're talking about. So I came down here to stay for the week. Today is Saturday. I have to go to my grandson's football game this morning. He is in flag football, and I told him yesterday that I would go to his game. That's at 10 o'clock. So my mom and my aunt live in a senior apartment building. It is a very large building. There's 11 floors on this building, and it's a very great place for them to live. It's not assisted living or anything like that. It's just senior living, and they have a lot of social things going on, and it's just a really good place to live. But my aunt and my mom had separate apartments on separate floors in this building. And my aunt was single, and she never had children. And my mom took care of her. My aunt was 9 years older than my mom. And so my mom took care of her for a long time. And they were just inseparable. So on a side note, please pray for my mom. I know that it's very hard on her losing her little buddy. They went to Kroger's, they went to Meijer, they went to the doctor's appointments together. They scheduled their doctor's appointments together. So I know that this is going to be really hard on her as well as all of us, but her really, it's going to be really hard. Tuesday, me and my mom and my sister are going to take a girls trip, and we're going to drive down 4 hours from here. My aunt used to live in another state, and when she was younger, she bought her own funeral since she was single, paid for everything, and it is in another state. So we are going to travel down, and we are going to lay her to rest, and we're going to spend the night in a hotel, and we're just going to have some mom and daughter time. We haven't had that in a very long time because, life, grandkids, and, all the stuff that goes on. So Ed is still up north right now. He's, physical therapy and other things going on up north. Our deck is getting ready to be ripped off next week, and he has to be there for that. We've been on a waiting list for them to come and put this deck on. So I told him, stay here, take care of business, take care of the dog. I brought my cat with me. I don't know where she went. The dog is going to be with him so that I can travel. I miss them. I miss my husband and my dog so much, but I'll be back with them next week. So anyways, that's what's happening down here. Also, one more thing to add into the mix of things going on. I came in here a few days ago when I arrived, and the house, I'm like, what's that smell? Kind of mildewy smell. And the house is getting emptied out. Every time we go up north, because we are going to be moving up north, I don't know if I mentioned that, we're going to be selling this home as soon as Ed gets his finalization on his retirement. And so as soon as that happens, we're just waiting. We are going to sell this house, and we're going to move up north permanently. And so every time we go, we take loads of stuff with us, or we get rid of stuff. We're like donating and throwing stuff out and packing stuff up and taking up north every single time that we come, because it's going to be less work when the time comes to move. So things are really emptying out, and so I smelled this musty smell, and I'm like, what is that? My house doesn't usually have that kind of a smell. And I go downstairs and I looking around, and there's like mildew on things. This is not a flood mildew. We've had our basement flood many years ago. I had cardboard boxes of things that I've packed sitting on the basement floor. Everything's dry. We had no water rise up in the basement, nothing like that. But Ed thinks, because we've been talking, he thinks it's a lack of airflow because we haven't been here. We haven't had the windows open. We haven't had the air conditioning on, nothing. And basements get kind of, damp. And so mildew is like settling on things. Luckily, we don't have a lot of things down there because I've just been moving things out. There's just a few items down there. I was like, oh my goodness, now I got to deal with this. So yesterday when I came back from my mom's, I was carrying stuff out of the basement that needed to get rid of. So I'm working on things in the basement as well. I've got some windows open down there, airing it out. I got the basement door open. I got the back door open, letting everything flow. And then one more thing. I get here, the day I get here, there's a notice on the door that they are getting ready to rip up our street and redo our street. There's going to be no street parking once they start doing this. They have flags and paint everywhere, and if your car's in the driveway and they tear up the street, you're not going to be able to get your car out. So I've been having to park on the other block and walk, getting my activity in, so that's important. But you know what? Life is good. God is good. And you just roll with the punches. So anyways, that was very chatty. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here for now. I'm going to go to my grandson's football game at 10, and then I'm going to come back and have my first meal. So I'm doing a carnivore challenge right now. I've been engaging every day over on Patreon, even though all this has been going on. I've been making some short little video clips over there, and I've been sharing my meals over there for the carnivore challenge. So I have a Patreon link down below. You can join by free trial if you want to. It's $10 a month if you want to subscribe. I have so much content over there for group coaching. We do Zoom calls once a month, group Zoom calls. It's very engaging and a lot of fun. So the challenge is going on over there. So I will be showing you my carnivore meals today. My way of doing carnivore is eating everything that comes from an animal. That includes meat, eggs, dairy. I'm having some cheese, just a little bit, some cream in my coffee. I also am having a little bit of stevia with my protein shakes that I drink and with my element. I am including spices too. So I guess you can call it a relaxed way of carnivore. Getting some results. I'm losing a little bit of weight and my clothes are getting baggy on me, and it's really cool. So I'll be back in just a little bit to show you what I'm having for my first meal. See you soon. All right, so I am at my grandson's football game. You hear the cheers? It's freezing. And I have my little grandson, Silas. Say hi, Silas. Hi. We're just sitting in the car. He loves to play in my car. So we actually have a front row seat here and we're staying cozy. I have coffee and we're just sitting here watching my grandson play football, keeping him warm, and just wanted to tell you, got my coffee.
Baby Shark.
He wants to play Baby Shark, so we're gonna play Baby Shark. So I'll be back later when I have my first meal and let you know what I'm having. I'll see you then. All right, everybody, it is 12:30 and I just picked up my mom and asked her if she wanted to go out to eat. So we're gonna go get breakfast at the Ram's Horn. I haven't been at Ram's Horn in years, so I don't know what I'm gonna get, but I'm gonna take a picture of what I'm gonna be eating. Hopefully they have an omelet that will be really good. So I'll post a pic in a little bit. All right, so I am back home. I took my mom to Ram's Horn and I ended up having an omelet. I had a 3-egg omelet. It was a meat lover's omelet, just the omelet. It had sausage, ham, bacon, and cheese. And then my mom got breakfast as well. And her breakfast came with 4 slices of bacon. And she ended up having me eat 2 slices of the bacon. Her and my aunt always went to Ram's Horn and they would split the bacon. So I had to eat 2 pieces of her bacon. Let me tell you, the ladies at Ram's Horn love my mom and aunt, the waitresses that work there. They came over and hugged my mom, several of them. They all know my mom by name. They all were giving their condolences. They had heard the news that my aunt had passed away. My mom introduced them to me, and they all told us, just how much they love my mom and my aunt, and they kept coming over and talking. And my mom said sometimes they'll come over and sit in the booth with them, and they will even walk my mom and my aunt out to the car. And they did it today. I went out to get the car, and bring it up to pick up my mom. And they walked her out today and made sure she got safely to the car. Such an amazing group of ladies at Ramshorn Restaurant. Then we went over to the cemetery where my dad is and visited my dad's grave for a little bit. And then we went to Meijer and she picked up some groceries, got her home safe. And now I am home and thinking about dinner. I have a piece of skirt steak that I have in the refrigerator. It's a small piece of skirt steak. I think it's less than a pound. And I'm gonna season it with some Redmond's chili lime seasoning and air fry it in my air fryer. And I'm gonna make some carnivore tacos with that skirt steak. So I'm gonna go into the kitchen and show you how I'm gonna do that. So let's go. This is my skirt steak. You can see it's not a very big one. This is my hand right next to it. It's just right for me. I have some chili lime seasoning here from Redmond's. This is delicious. I use this for my tacos. I use this on a lot of stuff. So I sprinkled it on both sides of this, and I'm gonna air fry this I'm actually gonna put it on the grill setting. The grill setting is at 450. I think I'm gonna go for about 12 minutes, maybe 14 minutes. And halfway through, I'm gonna flip it over. There's a lot of dust on here. It's a very thin piece of meat, so I'll be back in just a little bit. So I just took 2 of these Egg Life wraps. I usually eat 2 of these when I have tacos, and I get these from Aldi. There are a couple of other stores that have these. They are in the refrigerator section, and they are made from egg whites. And so I have 2 of them. I just warm them up in a little skillet on the stove on both sides. I have some sour cream, some Colby Jack cheese, and I have a little bit, I'm gonna use a little bit of hot sauce on top, and that's gonna be it. So as soon as the meat's done, I'm gonna put my tacos together, and I'll be back to show you what they look like. All right, this is just like old times. I have made a lot of videos back in the day right here in this kitchen. Tacos, carnivore tacos. So steak, cheese, sour cream on Egg Life wraps with just a tiny bit of hot sauce and some sparkling water. This is just plain unflavored, and a napkin because I know it's going to get messy. So I'm going to go ahead and eat. I hope you enjoyed this video. I just wanted to update you all on everything that's been going on. I might be back in a day or so. I'm not really sure. Just going to see how things go over the next few days. So I'm going to go ahead and go for now. And I will say I'll see you again really soon. Make sure you subscribe, give us that thumbs up, and have a great day. God bless.